everybody. I just wanted to confirm the reports that Mr. Gronkowski was the victim of a residential burglary last night. That call came in at about 6:18 p.m. Whether you're Rob Gronkowski or Bill Baker, being a victim of a residential property crime like that is unpleasant. So out of respect for Mr. Gronkowski's privacy, and because this is an active and dynamic criminal investigation, we're not going to be releasing any information right now about what was stolen or whether any suspects exist. But there is an active investigation underway, and we hope to comment more on this case when we bring somebody to justice for having committed this burglary. So thank you all for being here.
Can you tell us when it happened and was it while he was away in the Super Bowl?
It was while he was away. We're not going to release the details of what we know about the time and day that the incident occurred, again, as part of this active criminal investigation, but it did occur while Mr. Gronkowski was away.
Can you confirm that things were actually taken from the home, and what about the reports that there were some safes in the home that may have been involved?
There were items stolen, which is routine as a part of a residential burglary, but again, because it's an active investigation, we do hope to bring this to a successful conclusion, as is the case with every routine property crime that occurs in the town of Foxboro. We're not going to release the nature of the item stolen at this point.
Chief Baker, what about a security system or the existence of any surveillance video that might help in the investigation?
Yeah, again, out of respect for the homeowners, these property crimes, as you know, are pretty routine. So again, it doesn't really matter who the victim is. It's an unpleasant situation for the victim to go through. And it certainly doesn't help our investigation to reveal the kind of details that you just asked about. So we're going to keep the details of this pretty close to the vest until we see if we can bring this to a successful conclusion.
Chief, how about neighbors? Did anybody see anything that lived in the neighborhood?
I'm not going to comment further about any possible witnesses either.
Was anybody else in the neighborhood also burglarized, or was it just his house?
I can say that there were no other reported burglaries in that neighborhood during that time period.
Was anybody home in Rob Gronkowski's home?
No comment on that.
Chief, I understand that you don't want to release the details of what was stolen. That said, it is out there from the police radio reporting that guns might have been stolen. That raises the concern, I think, from the area. So I'd be remiss not to specifically ask whether any firearms are missing in that regard.
Yeah, so as part of our criminal investigation with every residential burglary, as long as we have a viable investigation, it doesn't help us to release the details of the investigation, including what items may or may not have been stolen. Obviously, the people who committed the theft know what was stolen. It's an investigative advantage for us to know that as well and not share it with the public. So I won't have any further comment on that.
Were there multiple people involved in this break, meaning, or is it just one suspect you're looking for?
I'm not going to comment on that at this point.
Are you looking for tips, or you have a pretty good sense?
The Foxboro police are always looking for tips, so if anybody has any information on this residential burglary or any other crime that's going on in the town of Foxboro, we welcome those tips and do have a confidential tip line available on our Facebook page and website.
How's Gronk doing?
I think it's a kind of a tough combination, to have suffered this unfortunate loss and then to get home and be a victim of this kind of crime, which, as I say, really has kind of a profound effect on everybody who's a victim of this crime when your personal space is breached like that.
All right, Chief, thank you.
Thank you very much.